Should start. Very good afternoon to everybody. We should start our lecture. So today's topic is whichever we have earlier discussed about the theater in the uh, offline classes and provided material in which we have talked about epic theater. So everybody, am I audible to everyone? Yes, please. Am I audible to everyone? Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we should start with the basics. What is the basic? The basic is the first of all we should understand what is the theater. Then we will move towards epic theater. Okay, so first of all you can see on the screen on your cell phone, your devices, electronic devices. You can see the definition of theater. Theater is a stage performance, and classical stage performance comes from Aristotelian drama. What kinds of theater up to now have been performed, that is belongs to Aristotelian drama. And the beginning of the drama is considered as classical drama, and each and every points go to the Aristotle theater. What kinds of theater was that time and has been spotted by Aristotle, what kinds of rule and regulations was set for the stage performance, what kinds of audience must be, what kinds of creator, character, what kinds of idea, what must be the theme. There must be some key features, as there must be a plot of the story. In the plot, if you are going for the Aristotelian drama, you are watching on your screen Aristotelian drama. This is the definition of the Aristotelian drama. There is a rule regulation. There must be plot, a plot of the story. Plots किस type के होने चाहिए? The plot must be the linear. There must be a sequence. There must be a coherence. Coherence. Do you understand coherence? Coherence is the set of rules in a chronological sequence. What must be in the beginning, what should be in the middle, and what must be in the end. How should be beginning, and middle must follow the end, and end should follow the middle. But there is some there is a difference between 3 points. Beginning has some points, but remain left something suspense. Beginning leaves something suspense, and suspense is covered in middle. Middle covered to beginning. In the plot, in the story, there is a beginning. A beginning leaves a suspense. Beginning create a suspense. There must be something happen in the story. There something the audience have desire to know what should be happen. That is, that kind of suspense is created by the beginning of the story, beginning of the plot. And the next step of the plot after the beginning is middle. In the middle follow the beginning. What was the suspense left by the beginning? That is followed by the middle of the plot, middle of the story. Then middle also leaves some suspense that goes towards climax, and the climax is covered by the end. And is the third portion of the story, third portion of the plot. Beginning, middle, and end. End covers to all the points which are left by the middle of the story. So this is a chronological sequence of the drama. This is the rule and regulation set by Aristotelian drama. This is the beginning of the structure. They decided some acts. There must be some act, 2 act, 3 act. After then, it 2 acts were 3 act. Then it was set in 5 acts. And if we are going in modern tradition, there are 2 acts play, 1 act play. But there is slightly different what we are reading today. we are going to interact with a different kind of drama. The earlier we have read the drama up to now, that is the theater of action, theater of illusion, conventional theater. What is the illusion theater? That create the suspense in the character. See, you can see it here. Theater of action, where the audience is deluded into thinking they are watching real-time events through an invisible fourth wall. There is a wall in the theater. There are some rule and regulation for the stage. They like there must be it's covered by four walls. There must cyclorama. Some other rules have been decided for the theater. But whatever is going on the theater, that is representation as a kind of real story of something, and the real story is followed by the audience. They think that the story is going in reality. The story, what is going to performance on the stage, that is in reality. That is followed by the uh, audience. But we will interact some different other points of the Aristotle drama. You find here emphasis, structure, cohesion, unity. I told you unity, beginning, middle, and coherence. Coherence in chronological sequence. Story must be in chronological sequence. Okay. Then this is all about the definition. And in the Aristotelian play, we found we have introduced something. You can see it in this line. They cover some issues, some themes, concerns, values, like that. Okay. Today's topic is epic theater. Epic theater. Epic theater is realism rather than illusion. There we are finding illusion in Aristotelian drama. Illusion, what kinds of illusion? You have that in the definition. Audience is deluded into thinking they are watching a real-time event through an invisible fourth wall. Okay, they are not watching a story. They are thinking that it's going a real event. That is kind of illusion. But here is a reality-based theory, reality-based story. Epic theater is a kind of representation of reality, realism. What is going to happen surroundings, and the audience feel that they can be the part of that story. So whatever going to happen with the characters, they must be the part. That may be the part of the audience. One of the audience think that anyone audience think that such incident, what is going to happen in the stage, they may be the part belongs to that particular oneself. This is the difference between epic theater and illusory theater. Okay, traditional theater, classical theater, you can say Aristotelian theater. You can find the difference between. I have pictured something here. I leave. This is the difference. This represents the difference. What can be the difference between conventional theater, theater of illusion, Aristotelian theater, and epic theater? All the points whichever I have mentioned, conventional theater, Aristotelian theater, theater of illusion, these are all one, but all are the representatives of same point. Okay, you can say these are the synonyms, all of the synonyms for one point for Aristotelian theater. Okay, the epic theater is different from that. You can find here, and for further reading, I mentioned here. This is the link here, reference note. You can click here, and you will find this all the material. Okay, so today's point we will discuss epic theater. Who is known for epic theater? Bertolt Brecht. He is a German writer, basically from Germany, and he suffered Nazism. He was against the war of. You can say he was not in favor of war, but he was somewhere. He was the part of the war, a war between in Germany between fascism and Nazism. Okay. For the more details, you can go for the fascism and Nazism. Nazism, fascism, that didn't happen ever in Germany. Okay, among them, one of the writer, among that generation, among that population, one of the man who has concentrated on epic theater, who has concentrated on the real life incident that can be performed on the stage, whatever going in the society, what kinds of situation during the war, what kinds of soldiers behavior, and ordinary person's behavior. you can find the difference. You can find whether a war is a source of income, whether a war is the role, playing a role as destruction. So that writer is Bertolt Brecht. You can see it on your screen, and his original name is Hume Bertolt Friedrich Brecht. This is the time period of his birth. This is place. He was born February 10, 1898. This is the beginning of, you can say in literary term, or sorry, you can say this is the beginning of modern age. His birth time in the beginning of, near about beginning of the modern age, in the last era of the Victorian era, and he spent uh, his time almost 2 world war. So he had experience of the war, First World War and Second World War. You can say in brief. So this is his about his profession. His education line. He studied medicine and served as an soldier in army hospital. He can as a doctor in army hospital. And in Berlin, he is briefly for the directors of. He worked with them, Max Reinhardt and Erwin Picasso. They are the directors for the theater. You can say by profession, he was a poet, playwright, theatrical reformer. I told you they are the director, Max Reinhardt and Erwin Picasso. He worked with them, and the epic was used by this writer, Erwin Picasso, and who used the term for theater performance as a epic theater. For that, known as Bertolt Brecht. He utilized it. He utilized the issues surrounding. He utilized the realism-based incidents to the literature as a stage performance. So, as a literarian, he is with a command of many styles and moods. He has command on several topics, but basically he is known for epic theater. Okay, these are his works. Among the play, this is Paul. His poetry writing. This one, basically he has written in German, and later on that work were translated into English. Some of the works are here. You can read on your screen there. This one. Okay. Among them, this is a play, theater performance. Basically, it's in the title Motor Chorus and as India, Kenya, Kenya for children. Her means her, and you can most of the words pronunciation you will find familiar with English words, but some words have different meaning. Okay, mother, courage, and most of the time you will find similar because it's also Roman script. It was translated in English. Okay, it's about hello, hello everybody. Am I audible to everyone? Am I audible, everybody? No.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you following the material, Alka?
Yes, sir.
Are you following whatever I am speaking here? Don't you follow it?
Hello.
Can you understand whatever I'm speaking here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you are not able to understand, then you can read on your screen. I'm speaking related to that. Whatever text is
Okay.
presented on your screen, I'm speaking only about that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the introduction about the play, about the drama, about the text. It was this is the time period, and what is the historical context of this text? Okay, this is the historical context. I already told you about the Nazism and fascism, and about the Second World War. This is mentioned here. Nazis, national socialist as Adolf Hitler, a dictator of Germany. You can see here, it was the cause that the author of the play have to shift in shift in US, somewhere else. They have to run away because of Germany was occupied by Adolf Hitler, and he had to leave Germany. He returned later on 1947 after the 1974, 1947. After the 1947, he returned in Germany. This time, in the middle time, and he has written several works. Among them, he has experience which he expressed in his play Mother Goddess and Her Children. Okay, this is the structure of the play. I already discussed about the rules and regulation of the Aristotelian play. Aristotelian play were divided in acts and scenes. We can find here only 8 scenes, 12 scenes, sorry. Structure of the play. There is no acts, only scenes composed in 12 scenes. It is a chronological play of 30 years war. I already told you this is the experience of the author of the 30 years war between fascism and Nazism. Okay, Nazis Nazis covered the Germany. If go for the historical science, then you will find something else. We should concentrate here from literary point of view. So we should discuss about the incident, what happened here. So uh, about the setting of the play. See, you can read here, setting of the play. The setting of the play, the story described about 30 years war. It specifies, he make it as a fictionalized somewhere. You can read here. You should read here. The setting of the play, where Dorlana, Poland, Bavaria, Fichtelgebirge, and Central Germany, and Ham. These are the places. For what kind of stories? It's talking about the outdoor scenes, is covering outdoor scenes, roads, highways, peasants' life, soldier camps. Okay. See here, illustrate. That means representation. If this is textual, then it's a representation. If it's a theatrical, it's a illustration. Okay, representation of something. See here. Okay, now we should move about the story plot. What is the plot? What is the beginning of the story? What is the middle? And what is the end? This is the brief introduction about the plot structure. Plot revolves around a woman, not women, a woman who depends on war for her personal survival and who is nicknamed Mother Courage. The name of the lady is Anna Farling, who is dependent on war to survive because she sells products to the soldiers. She provides facilities for that. She have to wait for such incidents where she can sell the products and survive her life. But you will find here what happens to her. She works as a merchandise. She loses her 3 children in the war. Okay, it follows the fortunes of Anna Hirling, fortunes, nicknamed Mother Courage. Mother Courage, a canteen woman with the Swedish army. Swedish army. This is army situation. She is running a canteen, a kind of canteen in the campus, soldier camps, whose dream was to make her living from the war. You can read here. About the courage of the play, she loses all three her children. The name of the children are Switchweg, Switchweg. This is the German name. Alif, Catherine. Catherine is dumb. They are two sons, Alif and Switch. Catherine is daughter. Okay. Characterization of the characters. You will find what kinds of characters they are. Mother Courage is a very daring lady. She has courage to tell us about the children, what kinds of her children, what kinds of lady, and a lady who sends two children for the war, and she also loses her daughter in the war. Alif, what kinds of character of the Alif? Alif dies for his bravery. Alif is sent in the war and he is dead. Second time, Swiss cheese. This is the English translation of this name. Sacrager's Cas. Sacrager's Cas's translation into English is Swiss cheese. This name. For his honesty, he is an honest man, and Alif is a brave man. Both join army, and they got murdered by the enemies. You can say they work as a patriotic for the nation, fight for the nation. Okay, and other one is the Catherine. Catherine is the daughter of Mother Courage, who helps to the peasants to save the life and is killed by the army persons. Okay, after reading the text, you will find some themes here: war and peace. This is the theme of the play. And other one theme is choice and consequences. Choice and consequences. Choice means choice. You have to select one thing. Choices. Consequences. What is the result? Commerce versus family. Mother Courage have to select commerce. For the commerce, she lose her family. So have to discuss about the what is the business and what happens to the family. Choice versus consequences. Choice is to go for commerce, and consequences to lose the family. Okay, if you go for the war and peace, what happens in the war and how the peace comes. So further details of the about the lecture and about the text which has been provided in offline classes and in shared materials. For further details, you can go for the references. These are the references. This is the web sources. You can read from here further more details about the text, about the epic future, about the battle tracks, about the Mother Courage and her children. So we have to concentrate on the plot of the summary, plot of the story, and the characters, characterization, what kinds of characters, characterization, and the themes. So one thing more, this play belongs to modernism. After the modern era, and you should concentrate on the symbols. Okay, for more study, once again I'm telling you, you should concentrate on these sources. After going these, you should read again the original text. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully you have covered the points. Right?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any queries, questions?
No, sir.
You can write no, sir, every time no, sir. You should ask something. That means if you're not asking, that means you are not getting anything. I think so. Is it all clear? I think you have inquired, you have got some points. already. Might be you are familiar because several material has been shared already. That's why might be you are familiar. And some points, some questions, whatever you have might be clear in this lecture. Am I right, everyone?